this is basically what happened this past weekend, and this early this week was, and I'll let this trailer play. All right, so SuperPlastic work with BAYC, as you guys can tell from those trailers. They launched a limited edition merchandise release for, I believe, SuperPlastic holders. It was BAYC holders. It was MAYC holders, and then it was open to the public. Completely sold out. I know they had some problems, as you see in these merchandise pieces, in these sales. They had some problems and actually refunded people completely, and also are still giving them their merchandise. But these all sold out again. Wanted to get your take on the aesthetics and what you thought of this drop in general, guys, and then we can make our way into like, other projects doing merchandise in the space that you like.
Aesthetically, these the super plastic drop is incredible, and I think it does reflect. Also, we've seen the other side video, and I think that it this is how I want Bored Apes to look personally. This is the look that I enjoy. Like if we were to have these characters walking around, I just think that this is the optimal look for a Bored Ape. So that's just my opinion.
People were talking about like the feet being a little like off-putting. Like that, those are some pretty large feet. There's no calves there. There's like there's not a lot of like quad action.
These are cartoon characters. This is their cartoon characters. They don't like that's a design. I don't know. We're gonna get into semantics, but like, dude,
I think
it looks
dude,
sick.
I agree. I think they look dope. I don't have an ape, but you always see these different derivatives that people make of full body apes, and they just don't look right. They look weird. I feel like they did a great job. I don't mind the shoes. The bigger size shoes look dope. The sneakers, they look really nice. So I don't know. I feel like aesthetically they look pretty awesome. I saw just some info after the drop. I saw some posts on Twitter. So I didn't know this, but apparently Curtis is not even a real ape part of the collection. This is just something they created for Super Plastic. I don't know, Q, can you correct me on that since you're more in tune with the ecosystem?
I think that is true, but I'm almost positive this look. I couldn't give you a definitive answer, but I'm almost positive that's true.
Yeah, so I saw that, and then I saw some people complaining that if you look at the other like the mutant Curtis, it just looks it's just a different colorway. Like they didn't even really change any of the aesthetics. Same thing with the public. Some people felt like Super Plastic kind of just didn't really put too much effort in some of the different all versions of them. But I mean, I think they look great. I think a lot of people felt that they were gonna get like custom 101s of their ape when they first announced. So I feel like a lot of people were kind of confused by that. But I think they look great, man. I saw some posts on eBay. They were selling for about like $500, $600 on eBay last night. But I think they look dope. I think if whoever got them will be happy with them. Super Plastic is, does quality work, and they're known for the work, the quality of the work that they do. But yeah, I saw that also people that got some errors or issues with their orders got the stuff for free as far as the merch goes. So I mean, that was cool to see. I saw a lot of people happy with getting even more free stuff for the BAYC holders.
The first thing that came to my mind when you were talking about like if Curtis isn't a real ape or whatever, if that is true, if it was intentional because they weren't trying to build the IP behind a specific character, specific ape that does exist, and then if that would tie it like a monetary value, because now you have, however many Curtises out there, would it make that NFT more valuable?
It would almost have to like owned by Yuga, right? Like if they wanted to go with this, it couldn't be owned by some, random person that they had a partnership with. Because what happens if they lose that ape or sell the ape off?
If BAYC had to pick one ape, it almost had to be like a bolted ape, right? That an ape that will probably never be sold, will always be in the hands of the BAYC owners or creators, because like you said, they're tying this brand, this IP to other things that eventually I'm sure they're gonna create more stuff out of. So yeah, you have a point. I some people are fighting that. oh, some of you guys don't even know that that's not even a real ape. But I mean, does it really matter? Like, it's the brand that you're really trying to buy. I think people are just disappointed that they thought they were gonna get their own custom 101 apes. But anybody who's ever created toys or ever mess with vinyl and all that stuff, it's pretty expensive to even get a line of these things done and out the door. So I think it was great. I think people at the end of the day when they receive them, I think they're gonna be happy with them. They look dope. I didn't really get in the drop. I honestly just kind of didn't pay no mind to it. But yeah, I think they look great overall.
Yeah, that point that you made about people expecting like a one of one, I think could be
Mhm.
also like ported over to the metaverse and why we don't have interoperability yet. Like everybody wants their
Yeah.
one of one inside Decentraland or inside all of the next cool game. That's extremely hard to do from a development perspective. Like it'll more likely be one bored ape that will represent that is a bored ape.